Hi everybody, welcome to Only Farm Toys Toy Tractor Review on the Big Farm's Case IH Puma 180 and the J&M 875 grain cart. Now these do come together from Big Farm, but we're going to look at each of these separately, starting with the tractor and then the grain cart. So let's start the toy tractor review. First, let's talk about durability of this tractor toy. This Big Farm toy is made from a high quality, high strength plastic material. These toys can take quite a beating, and they're not just going to break the second your kid starts playing with it. I know I've heard people tell me that before. They're not the same as old die-cast ones. And I agree with you to a point. They're not quite the same. But I guarantee you, they will stand up to rough play. Now if your son or daughter is taking these and chucking them at walls or smashing them on the ground, they're probably going to break. And honestly, the die-cast ones would too, with that kind of rough treatment. But from a durability standpoint, these toys can take a pretty good beating. Now let's take a look at the detail on this Big Farm toy. And one of the things that impresses me most about this toy is the fact that instead of stickers, like a lot of Big Farm toys are, these are decals. Let me turn it around, give you a better look. See, my son went through a phase where he liked peeling off stickers on like everything. That's why a couple of his John Deere tractors hardly have any stickers left on them. Unlike this toy, this is a decal, so it stays really nice, you can't peel it off, and it looks so much better than what the stickers do. So this is a huge point on this Case IH tractor, is the decal instead of a sticker on it. But there's one place that it disappoints me, unfortunately, and that's on the very front, on the grill. This is just a smooth plastic. There's a couple lines in it. You can tell it's a grill, but there's no grill feel to it. It's not rough. It's just completely smooth. It's a plastic piece. And then that brings me to the headlights. It's just basically a strip painted gray. Personally, I would love to have seen a sticker or maybe even a molded spot in the plastic for the headlights. Give it a more realistic look. This works, but I think they could have did better. And then also, the hood opens, and there's a good amount of detail in the engine compartment itself. You got the radiator, you can see radiator hoses, looks like oil lines, oil cooler. Turn it around this side, there's more hoses, air cleaner. Very good detail there. It will be hard for you to see inside the cab. There is detail in there. It's kind of sparse, but it works. And now let's talk about the functionality of this tractor. First off, let's talk about the steering. Most Big Farm toys can all be steered from inside the cab. And you can see the wheels do steer. Unfortunately, they don't work from inside the cab on this one. I have to believe this is a manufacturing goof on this particular tractor toy, because on the bottom here, maybe you can see it. It'll be hard for you to see, but there's a little hole right here. And there's a rod down in here that's supposed to go through it, that connects it to the steering wheel in the cab. On this toy, that steering was never connected. I've tried taking a needle nose and kind of pulling it down, but it always pops back out on me. And now, I think the plastics inside there has wore down. and it's not going to hook up anymore. That's the biggest disappointment with this one. I want to say it's just a fluke. I think most of them will be connected, but I can't guarantee that. Another function of this tractor toy is the lights and sounds. You push one, you get a reverse beep. You push another one, and it's engine noises. And I'll demonstrate. As you can see, the sounds are pretty good. The lights on the front and the back of the cab flash. To power this, the cab is removable, and there is a battery compartment inside there. Another little flaw of Big Farm, it's hard to get that. The cab does pop off. It feels like you're breaking the toy every time you do. I've changed a few of these and I've never broken one yet, but I just wish they could come up with an easier way to get at it. And then you need a Phillips screwdriver to open up the compartment to replace the batteries. It takes 3 AAA batteries. On the front here, we got slots. It comes with a front weight. Unfortunately, my son has lost that, which is easy to do. So you want to keep a good eye and tabs on where it is. Also, the slot, and there's also slots on each side here. That's for a front loader attachment. This one did not come with a front loader, but it is compatible with other Big Farm front loaders. On the rear wheels, you have the notches for dual wheels. This one also didn't come with dual wheels. It's sold separately. Or if you have purchased a Big Farm tractor toy that has dual wheels, you can easily swap them around and put them on this tractor. My son does it all the time. He has a John Deere one. It looks a little funny because they're yellow, but he doesn't care. If this tractor needs duals, he will put the yellow duals on this one. Also, the rear hitch is important. It has the standard Big Farm hitch to hook up Big Farm, and also Brooder farm toys can hook up to this tractor toy as well. And as a fold out hitch for the old die-cast implements. So it's very versatile in what can be hooked up to it. It makes it very nice. You don't have to worry so much about getting the right implement to hook up to it, because that pretty much covers everything, all the implements out there on the 1/16 scale. Also, you have adjustable height on this, just anywhere you want, or you can pull it off completely. And that pretty much sums up the Case IH Puma 180 by Big Farm. Now let's review the J&M 875 grain cart. And first, let's take a look at the detail on it. Now, for just being a grain cart, there's not a whole lot of detail on it even to begin with, but they do a pretty good job on this one. See, there's stickers that run all the way around it, down here, on this side, and on the front. This side actually looks pretty good with the J&M logo on the stripe to the 875. That looks pretty good. Remember how earlier in the video I was telling you that my son went through that phase of wanting to pull the stickers off everything? This is one of the items he pulled the stickers off on. So, brand new, and it looks a lot better than that. The stickers actually run all the way around. no wrinkles or bare spots. Now let's talk about the functions of this grain cart. Obviously the biggest one you'll see is the grain auger, but I want to talk about that more later on in this video. First, let's talk about the kickstand here, or the jack. It works very easily. Simply fold up, and you have hooked to a tractor, and it folds down, and you're done. And it's unhooked. Another one, you got a working grain door here. And just simply twist this knob, and the grain door will come up and open up, and twist it the other way, and it'll close. One thing to note on this toy is if it goes in the sandbox, sand gets in there and jams it up. And that's what's happened with this one. It's all jammed up. You can kind of twist the handle, but the door doesn't open anymore. I think you can fix this, but you got to remove a lot of stuff. I'm going to show you briefly. You have to remove this. There's 5 screws holding this in. All takes Phillips, by the way. And then once you get that out of the way, there's 2 screws holding this auger on down here. Then there's 3 screws holding it on up top. You have to remove all those, and then you'll be able to get at the screws that hold this door on, this knob. I haven't actually done this yet, but I think if you take that off, you should be able to clean the sand out and hopefully make the door function again. But the best bet is just don't, if you want the door to work, don't take it out to the sandbox. Also, the wheels here, they're just the standard rear wheels you see on any Big Farm tractor toy. And it has the notches, so you can attach dual wheels. I personally never seen a grain cart with dual wheels on. Maybe it's a thing. If it is, and you've seen it before, let me know in the comments. But I've never actually seen dual wheels on it, but you can. You can with this one. And now, let's talk about the grain auger. It actually does work. So you can see there's a hand crank. And to hook it up, it just simply folds out. There's little tabs here you got to get the plastic under. Just like that. There you go. This one's a little easier because it broke just recently. The little bit of plastic right there. Then you lock it down with this. You might have to twist this a little bit to get the 2 top and the bottom auger to lock together. But once you do, just start cranking. Now, as you saw, it's broke right there. It is very thin plastic right here where those tabs hold it down at. Honestly, it held out for quite a while. This just broke the other day. Someone was playing with it. And it still works. Just now, when you're turning the auger, you need a little more support. You gotta kind of hold it in place while you twist it. And then the other part of this, so you got a working auger, but what on earth do you put inside? I tried a few other things. I'll put links down below to an article I wrote about different things to put in a grain cart. But the one thing I found that does work is popcorn kernels. Unpopped popcorn kernels. You put them down here, and it really does work. Actually, I got a brief video I'll show you of it working, just to prove to you.
It's working! It's working, Daddy! My grain wagon's real! It's real!
Alright, so as you can see, the auger really does work on this thing, which is fantastic. I just wish it would have come with something, you know, or maybe little note on it that says what works good in it. I do believe if you buy one of the Big Farm combines, I know with Brooder, if you buy their John Deere combine, it comes with a material that works in the combine's grain bin and has a working auger on the combine as well. And I believe Big Farm comes with something as well. So that I'm sure will work in this cart. But if you don't have a combine, I said popcorn kernel seems to work pretty good. I was also thinking maybe birdseed would work. Alright, now let me show you how to fold up the grain auger. This is pretty much reverse. Just fold this little thing out right there. Kind of pop it up. And as easy as that, it folds away. So all in all, this is a pretty good toy. It did break right there. I'm just a little disappointed with the real thin plastic they got sticking out that goes under the tabs. I wish I could have did something different there, but it is what it is. And for the most part, it does work. So that is the review on the J&M 875 grain cart. Thank you so much for watching Only Farm Toys Toy Tractor Review. I hope you found this review helpful, especially if you're considering purchasing this toy for your child. This is a great tractor toy. My son loves this toy, and I'm sure your child will as well. I'll put a link in the description to onlyfarmtoys.com if you want a more in-depth review on this toy and many others. Also, links on where you can purchase this if you want to. Also, I would love if you guys could subscribe to my channel, like my video, and you can also follow me on Facebook at Only Farm Toys. Thank you guys again so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care.